Hey guys, today we're going to be showing you how to install a Rhino rack cargo bar system onto your Pace Edwards Jackrabbit Tonneau cover. End result's going to look like this, but let's head inside and start laying out the parts. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take the little legs and the actual crossbars that you have from Rhino rack, and you're going to want to install the legs loosely onto the crossbar like you see here, because when you get it, they're not going to be installed. So we're going to show you how to pop this apart to get those legs on. First thing you're going to need is your little blue key to remove that end cap. So first things first, take this little blue key and twist it to unlock your end cap, and then you can pop that off, and that's going to give you access to the slot that's going to hold the actual leg on. Now what you're going to want to do is take your leg and the provided hardware, which I have here. It's going to be that little Allen screw with a lock washer and a regular washer. You're going to drop that through the hole in the center of the leg. You can see where the threads are poking out. And you're going to take one of your metal plates and just kind of lightly thread this on a little bit. And now we can take that whole unit and slide it into the bar. And you're going to want to make sure, this obviously is the outside of the bar. You want to make sure the leg is curved towards the outside to allow for the most room, because if it's curved inward, it's going to look wonky and isn't going to give you as much space. So once that's in, we can leave that loose and reattach our end cap. We'll lock that in place. And then now all you'll need is the provided Allen wrench to actually go in and tighten this. And we're going to tighten ours just a little bit more, but we're going to want to leave it loose so that way when we go to put it on the actual truck and connect it to the feet, we have some room to slide that and adjust it. So to attach the actual plastic feet that connect to the rails on the tonneau cover, normally you would take this provided hardware where you have the screw, the washer, and the lock washer, and you would connect it through with this metal plate. But what we discovered is with Rhino rack stuff, the metal plate is actually slightly too large to fit in the rail. So we just bought these kind of a little bit smaller black square nuts that we can attach from the bottom, and that's going to give us the space we need to slide everything in. Realistically, you could take a grinder and kind of grind, a millimeter off this and probably get it to slide in, but for our purposes, we went with that nut. So now we'll show you how to actually attach this. So now I went ahead, dropped the hardware through the feet, put the little square nuts on the bottom, and we're going to come to the end of the tonneau rail, and you're just barely going to have those nuts threaded on. That way, when you go to slide it in here, it'll be a little tight, but you should have enough clearance to get it in. That's the first one, that's the second, and now we have the ability to slide this down and get it in place. Then once it's in place, we can actually tighten it. So now we got all four of our feet on, and we actually use the lines that you can see in the slats of our tonneau to help line up where they're at. You can also test that by setting the rack into it and positioning it as you need, but once they're lined up, you can go in and tighten the feet down so that way they stay in place and they don't shift around while you're driving. So now we've got the feet tightened down, we have our legs still kind of loose on the bar, so you're able to go in and kind of just gently set this into where it'll fit in the cradle, and then position your bar so it sits nice and even on the truck. And then these red tabs are pinched in to allow it to sit, so then when you pop those back out, they're going to go ahead and lock that to the foot. Then from there, all we have to do is tighten the screw on the bottom to lock the bar in place, put our cap on the outside, and we're all done. So that wraps up the install of our Rhino rack cargo system on top of this Pace Edwards tonneau cover. Looks really nice. We're super excited to use it. And if you guys want to pick up one of these kits for your truck, you can head down the description below, click the links, it'll shoot you over to our website, and we'll see you guys out on the trails.